And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media, always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, tax plans, party planning, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage with you so that we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. Give us a call or a text, and we would love to get back to you before our head hits the pillow. Our consumer advocate approach, really, great call. A lot of calls coming in lately. We really appreciate everybody reaching out. They want more information about real estate and finance and all types of expert contributors here. So we've got, credit improvement experts, several different types of attorneys on the show, giving out that legal advice to help kind of keep you in trouble there, or keep you out of trouble, rather, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So it's Intelligent Talk Radio. We've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today, and we got a phone call coming in as well from Jason Schofield coming up in a moment. But welcome to the show. We got Tiffany Cora in the house. She's the owner, CEO of Capturiam, Capture the Moment photo booth. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about how having a photo booth at your event can help everybody have fun.
Yeah.
And how we can help capture the moments.
People love those things.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Good stuff. We got Paulina in the house as well.
Hey,
welcome back. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I actually work with Tiffany a lot. I could definitely have a great testimonial to her work and her props.
Nice.
Props to the props is what I say
Props
every
to the
time.
props. That's right.
So good. People are always like, can I buy this from you real quick?
Mm-hmm.
They've stolen stuff.
Yes.
It's fun. It's fun. It's all about having fun at events and bringing people together and creating those memories. People remember those types of things, and it's always a good time when you have those at the party. So good stuff. We got also Jason Schofield on the line. He's with HIVE. We're going to be going to him in just a moment. I've got to thank our sponsors here. This segment's brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. It's Brothers Easy Moving, and I can tell you from firsthand experience that they are a first-class organization. They do a great job on all local or even a long-distance move. Brothers Easy Moving, they do a great job. They are among the best reviewed movers in Tampa as well. 4.6 on Google, 4.5 on Yelp, A rating from the Better Business Bureau, and an A rating on Angie's List. So for all your local or long-distance moves, give them a call. Brothers Easy Moving. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And as your host here, Brandon Rhymes, I'm also a top listing agent in the United States and of course, in the area as well. But I'm going to be keynote speaking at an event here coming up, Become a Better Agent. It's BABA 31, Monday the 20th. It's at GTAR. So this is kind of out for those real estate folks out there. If you want to come check it out, see me talk about FBI negotiation strategies, and my wife is going to talk about feng shui. We're going to be talking about those topics, how to negotiate like the FBI, and also branding strategies as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun on the 20th, 1 to 5 p.m. We're also shooting our TV show as well, the American Dream television show. We're part of a nationally televised TV show as well that we are power players in real estate on. So that's going to be a fun time at the Greater Tampa Realtors Association on the 20th. So we'd love to see you there. All right, we got Jason Schofield on the phone, almost said in the house. He's on the phone today. So Jason, welcome to the show. And what have you been up to, man?
Thank you for having me on the show. I love being a part of it. Just really moving and shaking in the restaurant industry and buying and selling properties within the space, helping restaurant owners save money by adding value and benefit to what their operations. That's really what we got going on right now.
I like it. So you're kind of like the restaurant whisperer. I kind of started calling you that. I hope it's okay to say that.
It's actually sticking. It is actually sticking.
Good. I love those shows. I was watching the bar rescue show with that guy. He's getting up in some dude's face, and it's just so funny how he does that. So I was imagining, you working with business owners, maybe not quite as aggressively as that gentleman does on that TV show, but it's kind of similar though in a way. You walk in and you kind of help them with all their different systems and inventory management. There's a lot of ways you can help restaurant owners.
Yeah, so we touch on a little bit of everything. We like to say we're the one throat that chokes. So we can help with everything through our channel partners. We can help do everything with our proprietary software and technologies. We can access a GPO, so we're an access GPO where we can save small mom and pops to multi-chains. Some of our clients are multi-chains, so multi-units, and save them money on their everyday COGS, their operational expenses. And when you can add value and benefit like that to the bottom line, where you're adding 3 to 5% net profit by just changing, have access to what we can give you, that's huge. And that's kind of what our whole business model is based on.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're almost in a way, I guess in my mind, I thought about it like a kind of like a co-op where you're able to, you create economies of scale for smaller companies. Is that a way to think of it?
Yes.
Yeah, so the buying side, cost of goods sold, those types of things, those are some of the biggest expense. What have you seen in the restaurant industry as well, especially bars and restaurants? A lot of times that's an overlapping area. One of the toughest challenges that restaurant owners see, I believe, is just the number one, hiring quality employees and bartenders, but also sometimes they deal with theft from their management team.
Absolutely, and with most operators, there's so many moving parts in a restaurant, and I know TV glamorizes it, but when you get into a restaurant, there are so many moving parts that if you're an owner-operator and you're a family or you're a small single-unit restaurant, you wear 10 different hats. You are the plumber, the electrician, the banker, the financier, the shrink. So when you have to deal with hiring the right people and getting the right person there, if you're not spending the time of working on your business and you're working too much in it, you're going to make a very costly mistake hiring a manager that's either going to steal or take or not be ready for that position you're putting him to. And that's going to cause huge trickle-down effects to you later with lost revenue, turnover, theft, everything that you just kind of touched on. And that starts with absolutely hiring the right person. It costs you way more to hire the wrong person than it does actually spend that money up front and hire the right person.
Yeah, that's a good point. By the way, if you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Jason Schofield of HIVE, VOC. It's Virtual Operations Consultants. Jason Schofield, partner on the Consumer Quarterback Show here. And that's it. And you had talked about in previous shows, Jason, the saturation that we have in Tampa Bay. It's kind of like a real estate market. You got a certain amount of buyers, certain amount of sellers. So right now, a lot of people are talking about that it's shifting to a buyer's market in most zip codes and demographics. Now, each real estate market is very local. But are you seeing that trend?
So right now, that trend is if you're oversaturated. So what's happening is right now, I would not be trying to buy or open a restaurant. I would be waiting 6 months, honestly, to tell you the truth, and wait for some of these ones. And you never want to wish anyone to fail or to close their doors, but they're all fighting for the same dollar. So if you come in now, when it's expanding, you want to kind of sit back, and when it's contracting, is it absolutely when you want to expand.
Yeah.
It's the versus when the restaurant industry. So there is a 40% growth in restaurants in the U.S., but there's only a 9% or 8% increase in population. So the math won't keep up with that, and it's going to have to correct itself. And you see that. You'll see a restaurant that's open now, and then they'll be closed within a week or so. And that's just the trend right now that's kind of going on. You can pick up a business for a restaurant, and it's nothing bad, but you can steal a restaurant for first, last, and security once it closes. There's no intrinsic value in a business that's closed.
Right.
There's nothing there. So you can actually be very savvy and get into these things for nothing if you just know how to look and how to maneuver.
Yeah,
and that's what we do.
That's an important point. So who's an ideal client for you then, Jason?
So we work with multi-units. So we have some clients that have 76 restaurants throughout the United States. We have mom and pops. We have food trucks. We have hotel groups, casinos. So with anybody that is in the hospitality space, they are absolutely a good fit for us because if you're on a street account and you are on a street account with your main purveyor, I'm going to save you anywhere from 15 to 20% on your purchases, and you're not going to change anything just by accessing our deal. So we can help anybody. We have a show coming up where we can actually help these people. You can get rebates programs that are just signing up and not changing anything. There's just so many things that are out there that no one's giving them that information. So we're trying to level that playing field and give that information to them. That's our business. So anything in the hospitality industry. We even have hospitals, assisted living facilities, camps, anything that's in the food. Yeah, anything in food.
That's awesome, man. And we got an event coming up as well. Is that coming up soon?
Yeah, so the event that is coming is called the Thrive Hospitality Showcase. It's on May 20th at one of our properties that we help with at the Barrymore Hotel in downtown Tampa. It's on a Monday night from 7 to 10 o'clock, and it's the Thrive Hospitality Showcase. You will be able to come to this event and leave saving money without changing anything and without paying anybody anything. There's no other event that you can go to like that. You just got to come with your customer number and your login credentials, and I can get you rebates started right then and there. It's going to save you 1% on your cost beyond anything else.
Yeah.
We'll have 25 vendors there that will absolutely add value and benefit. But that's May 20th, the Thrive Hospitality Showcase, and that's at the Barrymore Hotel on Monday, May 20th.
Great hotel. I've actually spoke at an event there, a real estate event at that hotel, the Barrymore. Great location, great proximity to downtown and South Tampa.
Yep.
And we're going to be there as well. The Platinum MVP team, the real estate quarterback team, we're going to be there. We got a booth as well, and be talking about some real estate if anybody's interested in having that conversation. So
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for calling in, Jason. We appreciate you dropping those nuggets of advice for all of our restaurateurs, hospitality industry, bar owners, ALF, so many different types of people that you can help out there. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, my pleasure. All right, that's Jason Schofield, HIVE, VOC on the Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, more from our expert contributors in studio. Tiffany, Cora in the house, CEO of Capturiam, and your girl Paulina as well. And we have our feel-good story of the day. Friends find out they're actually brothers. Find out about this interesting twist on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Stay with us. Do not touch that dial, and we'll be right back after this short timeout.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. Ian back.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by True Leaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, #1 real estate company in the world, and a lot of good things happening in the real estate space. We're actually hiring agents right now, and if you or someone you know of or care about is a real estate agent, you might want to have a conversation with them about future-proofing their business. There's a lot of changes going on in that real estate space, and a lot of the other companies are making some crazy moves that really don't make sense when on the flip side, Gary Keller is just crushing it with a lot of his ideas. He's dropping $1 billion in a technology platform for us. He's also launched a iBuyer program that just came out. Gary Keller launches a iBuyer program. Keller offers to debut in May. So this is your instant offers online. So anybody looking to get those instant offers, internet offer on a home, we've got a better, superior product than the other companies out there doing that. So PlatinumMVPteam.com. Got a couple of hot listings here with the Platinum MVP team. My wife and I, Lindsay, own and operate that team, and we really help our sellers maximize the exposure in a lot of different ways, online, offline marketing, our nationally televised TV show as well, Apple TV, Amazon, Roku, lots of ways we can help our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. 3607 Casablanca Avenue, St. Pete Beach. Gorgeous location, gorgeous property, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, pool home with a spa. And the best part about it is the bikeability, walkability. You come out, you make a right, you're at the Hotel Zamora, enjoying appetizers, dinner, the pool area. Great opportunity there. Maybe you want to mix it up, go to the left, you go to the Don Cesar for the day. Hang out at the spa, go to the beach, go to the pool. You're literally walking distance from both of those super awesome hotels, and of course right across the street from the beach. And you've got deeded beach access with this property, $418,000 list price on it. Great opportunity here in beautiful Tampa Bay. 12610 Port Marnock is in Odessa. This is a great opportunity in the Eagles golf community. Gorgeous location. Now, this property, if you check out the beautiful aerial drone photography, compliments of Fabre Frameworks, our official restaurant, or the official photographer of the Consumer Quarterback Show, is Port Marnock. Now, look at these pictures here. You see in the back, you've got a golf course with water views, and in the front, you also have water views. So great opportunity, $500,000 property here. In a great location in North Tampa Bay in Odessa. Hot property listing. All right, let's jump right into it. We got Tiffany, Cora in the house, CEO Capturiam, Capture the Fun photo booth.
That's right.
Yeah, so helping out with folks wanting to do these fun events, mixing it up. You know, there's a lot of ways that you can get involved and just get creative with your events.
Yeah. So what we're noticing is photo booths are a big ticket at any event now. Most of the time, guests expect it. So what we like to do is we love to help people have fun, and that's our whole goal of us being there. So we provide fun props that are unique, and we like to tailor our whole setup to match the event themselves. So if you're having a specialty theme, we will theme it out on the props too, so it all goes together. We do things digitally, so your guests can receive pictures via text, so they can instantly upload to their socials, their Facebook, their Instagrams. We can include hashtags, because that's a huge thing too. So we're really about incorporating everything so that people can mingle together and have fun and really excite others within the group that are attending to make the event that much better.
Yeah, I love that. Get creative with your events, have some fun. All types of events. It looks like on our TV side here, they're putting pictures up on the screen. So if you're watching our show, the television show version of it, you can see a lot of the cool props, a lot of cool different types of, there's some with plants, got the oversize, got the Captain America shield there, of course, Mr. and Mrs. There's a lot of cool things you can do to mix it up.
I mean, we try to change it up for everybody, have a little bit of something for everybody. So we'll have traditional props, you know, if it's a wedding. So we'll have the traditional Mr. and Miss, and I love her, and we're married. But then I love to throw in different things like a huge cupcake or a cheeseburger. Or, you know, we have Star Wars masks. And I mean, people love to do different things. And the more props you have and pile on it, the more brings alive the image.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
The beards. You ever do the big beards now?
We
people?
have the mustaches with the
I've seen
lips
that
and
one.
stuff, the mouths. So
That's
we kind of
crazy.
keep it a little retro as well sometimes.
That's a big craze now. I saw a special on TV. It was something about with the beard. They actually have where people go and show their it's like a show, like their facial hair and all this stuff. Anyways, a little bunny trail there. But yeah, they got the huge beards and they do the little raps thing. Made me think of that. But so we're talking with Tiffany Cora here. She's the CEO Capturiam. Capture the Fun photo booth. The website is.
It is Capture the Fun photo booths, and you can go there, read more about us. You can actually see our setup and our system. It looks like a big giant iPad or iPhone, I should say, and it's fully interactive and touch screen. And guests can put their email and their phone number in, and it's open air, so there you can fit as many people as you want and take the picture.
That's fun. Yeah, a lot of fun and creating those memories. I think that's what it's really all about. When you look back, at last year or the last 5 years, you really think about those memories that stand out, the events that were really, just awesome events. Speaking of events, Paulina, we had an awesome event last year. Tell us a little bit about, what you like about Tiffany here and what you guys work together on.
Yeah, I've met Tiffany probably about 2 years ago now, and we decided to join some networking groups together. And I've had her at many of my events. Just recently, a wedding we did at the garden venue, which was amazing. And the props are really what gets people, like, even if somebody's like a little shy, or you haven't had a cocktail yet, it just like brings them out of their shell.
That's right.
My refrigerator is filled with these photos because capture the fun. It's no joke. Like yours working and everything else, it really captures that moment of fun, and I absolutely love it. And what I wanted to chat about today was, as we're getting ready into that. I always call party seasons coming up. Football season, everything else, party season. We've just done a lot of weddings, but it's about to get like Africa hot. So we are going to get into other parties, right? There's a lot of indoor venues. So what Amicis has been working on, not only delicious food, is how to be that person that you can come to and ask us who we refer. We work with some of the best vendors like Tiffany. We know what to expect each and every single time. One thing I don't even know if you mentioned was her backgrounds are so cool and cute. We did the mermaid one recently, which everybody loved. It's all about mermaids nowadays. But going back to what I was saying is, at Amicis, we want to be your source for everything party. And of course, we're known for the food. But if you're looking for a banquet hall or venue, as some people call it, you definitely could go to our website, amiciscatering.com, and go under the banquet hall list. And it'll actually show all the venues that we cater at all over Tampa Bay. There's over 100 of them. Some are indoor, some are outdoor, some are better for corporate events, some are better for weddings. It just really depends. And, with that said, a venue can be transformed into anything, because then we also know the vendors that do the piping, draping, lighting. Like, I wish my whole house could just be lit up and draped at all times.
There's all kinds of cool ideas for events, and you can get creative with it. You have fun, and it's a way that you can get not only your team involved. You can get your expanded network involved, previous customers, previous clients, bring people together. It's a great way to build those types of relationships, because again, that's what it comes down to, is the relationships.
Absolutely.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a party, or the funnest thing that you've ever seen at a party?
I mean, the mechanical bull recently that I did was pretty fun.
Cool. Yeah.
And, it's like you see, like, for example, somebody from your networking group that's pretty serious on a mechanical bull, and suddenly, like, everything's just like, all right, we're here. We're together. We're having fun.
Nice.
So that's always a great one. But what I'm also noticing is the trend of a lot of oversized games, the Jenga pieces. I just saw a pool table where the balls are the size of, like, a person, and you, like, push them or kick them, however you can get them.
That's
it's
cool.
really fun. I work with Elite Rentals quite a lot for those kinds of things, and I'm noticing they have almost every game you could imagine.
Nice.
But really, you can't really go to a party now where there isn't something there to entertain you. We're almost afraid to have a party where it's just about talking. So we have to constantly, and that's like why her photo booth is so amazing, because you can make it have like one photo or three, or you could put your logos on it or your slogan. Like, you can get really smart about the branding portion of it as well.
Yeah.
And that's what I really love. And the quality of the pictures are so crisp and clear. You almost, I'm afraid to say it, but like you could almost get away with not having to get a photographer.
Yeah. Careful. Oh
my God.
So Tiffany, same question to you. Like, coolest party events, coolest ideas, weirdest thing you've seen.
Everything's different.
Yeah.
So corporate events sometimes have a different feel to them because they have to stay within certain parameters.
Yeah.
But personal parties, so we do a lot of birthday parties or even charity events. So that's when we get to have a lot of fun because then there's a lot of themes.
Yeah.
So we just recently did like a 70th birthday party and it was a surprise and it was casino theme. So we brought out casino props and then we have one in a couple weeks that's like 50 Shades of Red and it's going to be sexy and masquerade. So I'm
cool.
expecting some wild things to happen there.
Yeah.
So every party and event is a little bit different, especially if there's alcohol involved. If there's alcohol, then that's when people they'll have a couple cocktails, they come back to the photo booth and they start taking pictures, and the pictures are priceless. They are so funny because people are just having fun and we get to capture those moments. And, like Paulina was touching on, our picture size are 4x6. And so you can frame them physically.
Nice.
From the store, buy a frame and put them up and put them out if they're really nice. Or, if you find out of our 3 pictures, you have one that you want to save, you can crop it and keep it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Speaking about those types of events, I just got an email across my desk. Children's Cancer Center, one of our we're a big proponent of them and support them. They've got their gelatin plunge coming up. Now that's a cool party idea, right? Plunging into gelatin, the kids love it. Everybody gets involved. Gelatin plunge, check them out. Children's Cancer Center, somewhere online. Check them out online. And when we come back, more from our expert contributors here in studio. And our feel good story of the day: friends find out they're actually brothers, right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by Trulieve on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Giving a shout out to the Lucky Dill, our official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Lucky Dill Restaurant, Deli, New York City Bar, Brooklyn Bakery, catering as well. The Lucky Dill is home of the sandwich that ate Brooklyn. And they got a location right here on Boy Scout Boulevard in Tampa. LuckyDillDeli.com, location in Palm Harbor. And all you have to do is let them know that you're a friend of the program. You heard about them here, special offers and incentives, and also they're going to hook you up with a free water with lemon every time. All you got to do is ask for that. Let them know about the show. And check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves. We'd love for you to check out the book and kind of prequel to our business we launched with Ken Shamrock, Des Woodruff, and Lindsay, the Business Growth Celebrity Academy, teaching folks how to start their own show. We're licensing this product nationwide, and really excited about the launch of the Business Growth Celebrity Academy, helping you become a micro celebrity to build wealth, build personal brand, and increase your status. Anyone can become a micro celebrity. It's easy. We'll teach you how to do that through the bgca.co. Check out bgca.co. Brandon Rhymes here, host of the show, top realtor in the United States, top 1% realtor here. A couple of hot listings here. 223 South River Hills. This is a property in Temple Terrace. It's right on the Hillsborough River. Think about a beautiful opportunity to live on the waterfront. This property is a great location, appropriately priced, 223 South River Hills. Now, the owner is motivated on this. Large home, great community, and right on the Hillsborough River in beautiful Tampa Bay. We also have another property down, taking you over to Pinellas County. This one's 13508 Indian Oaks Trail in Largo. This is a great opportunity, just 5 to 7 minute ride to the beach. You're on the Gulf beaches. 13508 Indian Oaks Trail. Check out Platinum MVP Team for all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, in studio today we got Tiffany Cora. She's the owner and CEO of Capturiam, and also your girl Paulina in the house representing Amicis Catered Cuisine.
Woo-hoo.
And we want to stick with that theme of with the parties. The theme, you know, you can come up with different themes. You had mentioned some earlier.
I love themes. Yeah. I'm all about themes. We just had Cinco de Mayo, so there's a lot of fun props and themes. A lot of people are decorating with piñatas and stuff, and that's really cute because they're making them super oversized now, like making them custom. And for graduations, parents are throwing money in it.
Cool.
What? Cute. Not like quarters either. I'm talking hundreds or nothing.
Like dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bills, y'all. Yeah. But there's a lot of themes going on, and I notice, you know, sometimes you meet clients in the beginning stages of their planning, or, you know, just you never know how you get them. But if they already have a theme set in place, though you might not see it on our menus, we can definitely meet you at whatever theme you want. We have a gigantic prop department. It is literally an entire warehouse. We have Halloween props that are taller than me. I'm 5'9", so that's really, really tall.
Some tall Halloween props.
And we have like fun, like buffets. We'll put in RIP things, and like we just get real crazy with it, and I really like that. And I know you can do that too a lot with your stuff.
When there's a theme going on, I mean, we love it. So we'll buy and do props, custom props to go with it, along with our traditional props that people love. We'll change the backdrop if we have to match the color scheme. We change the framing on the photos themselves, so that way if it's a corporate event, we can help brand with the logos. We can do green screen and change out and put the pictures in the backdrop, so the screen is green, but then we take the photo and it's whatever picture you chose. So if there's a special theme, we can customize it to match that too.
Could be the Eiffel Tower.
Could be anywhere in the world.
Pretty cool. So unlimited options there. It sounds like you can do a lot with the themes. And by the way, Paulina, I got to tell you something funny, but Ron Cicino.
Yes.
Cicino's our friend Ron Cicino. If you guys are getting dry cleaning and you're in the Tampa area, he's right on Kennedy Boulevard. You can't miss his location there. He sent me a text the other day. Hey, come pick up your wash and fold. It had been like 2 months, and I forgot that I had dropped it off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, sorry about that. So I went and picked it up. But yeah, great guy, great team over there. He's
You're
got
like,
wow,
new clothes.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
Seen those in a
I was
while.
wondering what happened to those. Yeah.
I've been looking for my favorite pants.
Lizzie said the same thing. She's like, I wondered what happened with those. But we've just been so busy with the move, and not only we didn't move our house, we moved our business. We made a lot of moves and different things happening in life.
I like that. Progression. I like when everything changes at once. I'm that kind of person too. Like
Yeah.
I live when everything changes and we start all new and I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Just attack it.
Just attack it. Exactly. So, so speaking of other things going on, I just wanted to take a moment and invite everybody, in case you are a networker out there looking to grow your business, or you're just a fan of Amicis Catering or your girl Paulina, I will be speaking at my BNI meeting on May 30th at 7:30 a.m. and it's located at the Baha'i Center in Clearwater on Gulf to Bay. So if you would like to contact me on either Facebook or Instagram, I'm your girl Paulina, or through Amicis. I answer all of those. I would love to have you and help you diversify your network and meet some of my peeps, like my girl Tiffany. We're always working together now because we met through networking, and be together. She's introduced me to so many people, vice versa. Like, we're growing our businesses. So if you think we could be a help to you, holler.
Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about success. By the way, you just joined us. Brandon Rhymes here, talking with Tiffany, Cora in the house, Capturiam, Capture the Fun photo booth, and your girl Paulina's in the house. So I'd like to talk a little bit about, we're on the business network here, 5 o'clock drive time. We got the weekend show on FM 102.5 The Bone, and of course we're syndicated now on Apple, Amazon, Roku, like 85 other TV, smart TV outlets. Just search up Binge Networks. So we're talking to intelligent folks here. It's Intelligent Talk Radio. Now, I like to talk about success. I like to talk about strategy. We're all self-employed. We are, making things happen. Every day you wake up, it's, hey, I got to go out and get business, right? That's the mentality of most salespeople, especially real estate, mortgage, insurance, attorneys. A lot of times when you're self-employed, you're writing your own ticket, So I love to talk about success and strategies. Let's start here with Tiffany. What's a success strategy that you think has got you to where you're at today?
Well, it's definitely becoming better at networking and being part of a networking group, because you're getting to meet people that you've never worked with before and getting to meet their people, their address book, their contacts, and going to different events and getting invited to other events. Like by meeting Paulina, it helped expand my network, because I got to meet people I've never known before that are in this industry, and not just clients, but other vendors that I can build relationships with. So in the party event side, you have to know people. The more people you know, the better things are, because you can grow more. Because it's not only about growing yourself, but helping to grow others. And when somebody is looking for something, so when I talk to my clients or potential clients, I say, is there anything else that you're looking for? Do you have a photographer? Do you have a caterer? Do you have a bakery? Because I have great people I can refer over to you if you need help in those areas. And most of the time, those people are like, oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah, I was just thinking about this, or I need help with that. And I'm like, yeah, I can give you their information, contact them, let them know I sent them over. And they are so grateful for that extra help and going that extra mile, that it's unbelievable. I mean, I had the wedding that I have for this weekend. Their venue wasn't ready in time, and they were looking for a new venue. And so then I reached out to Paulina and I said, hey, I have a couple that's getting married in a month, and they don't have a venue, and they have all of their vendors. Can you help me out? She said, go to Amicis, send them that vendor list. And I did that, and they were able to find a venue.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so that's doing multiple things there. So it's expanding your network. It's giving referrals to your network. It's deepening that relationship with the client that you already had. And you're never going to be taken off the table now, because you saved their wedding by giving them that venue advice. Those are multiple things. I do that a lot too when I'm talking to a lot of for sale by owners, a lot of expired listings. I'll have a conversation about the property, but then I'll also pivot. I'll pivot to hey, by the way, what line of work are you in? You never know where that could lead. How many times have I had it lead to, radio is interesting. I do this. There's so many ways that those conversations can go, Paulina.
People love talking about themselves. So if you just zip it, literally, I have referrals all the time, just because I just stay quiet. And I'm like, tell me about your day. What do you do? That's
right.
it. And that's been like the thing that I found when I first started networking, and I totally second the networking. That's changed my life and my business. I remember somebody saying, why would you have a meeting with a plumber? I don't get it. How's he going to send you catering jobs?
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, that's adorable. I get it. So I was like, well, turns out Bob the plumber has a daughter who's getting married, who works for a huge corporation and caters meetings every other month. Yep. And she just was like, oh.
Yeah, it's
so
ridiculous
I just talk to everyone.
People close their minds too many times, and it's back to the negotiation book I've been reading, and I just that's one of my big passions is negotiation and almost the psychology of conversation, and a lot of it is. It's interesting how he starts the book, and he talks about how when two people are having a conversation, really what's happening is there's actually 4 voices at play. The voice inside their head that's telling them what they should rebut, and especially in negotiation. So many times people go into negotiation with the mindset of only getting their point across. In other words, they're not real interested in hearing about the counterpart and their side of the story. So that's number one, is just opening up your listening skills, which you alluded to, and then using minimal encouragers. Yes, oh, tell me more. Those minimal encouragers, and then you're going to use calibrated questions like you're sighting in a gun. Same thing. You want to be on point with your question, because that's going to lead that prospect to where you want them to go.
Yeah. And what also happened that I just had this aha moment about was somebody introduced me and they're like, this is Paulina. She does everything. And I was like, you know why that happened? Because I'm constantly solving problems for people. Like, oh my God, I'm having a party. I need a photographer. My AC, my whole business is getting hot. I need an AC guy. Hurry. So I feel like I'm a problem solver.
Nice.
I feel
I like that.
I heard I was at a conference, and they were talking about how as business owners we're in the problem solving business.
Always.
We're not in business for ourselves, for whatever our industry is. We're here to solve problems for our customers, no matter what it is. And as long as you do that, then the money will come.
Yep. And you only hope for bigger problems. Right. After you solve the problems, you hope for bigger, better problems, and that's what happens in life. And yeah, awesome. Hey, good stuff. We're going to continue this conversation right after this short break, and when we come back, more from our expert contributors and our feel-good story of the day. Friends find out they're actually brothers. Find out about this cool story here. 2 men in Texas here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Stay with us. Don't touch that dial. ConsumerQB.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Ian Beckles here with my...
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by TrueLeaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
and sing. Majesty.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. This segment is brought to you by the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Bilmar Beach Resort on Gulf Boulevard and Treasure Island, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in the Treasure Island area for many years. So whether you're planning a local staycation, a business trip, a wedding, great opportunities here at the Bilmar Beach Resort. Give Clyde Smith a call. He's the general manager of the resort, and they do a great job. They've got Sloppy Joe's restaurant on site, 2 pools. They got a huge beach and a great opportunity to go have some fun over at the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the show. And we got some hot properties here in Tampa Bay. Some great commercial aspects as well. This one's a great vacant land parcel that I've got, 1401 Seminole Boulevard in Largo. This one is 1401 Seminole Boulevard. It's 0.82 acres, corner lot. Great opportunity for development here. Potential for office, medical, retail, restaurants, goods or services. 0.82 acres, and you got 200 feet of frontage within the city of Largo. So vacant land. I've got multiple other parcels of vacant land. Any entrepreneurs, builders, developers out there? I do have 84 acres out in Valrico as well. I've got a lot in Safety Harbor that's perfect for building a nice home, custom home on, and some great opportunities here in Tampa Bay. Also, back on the market, 165 23rd Avenue in St. Pete. This property is back on the market. We had buyer fell out, the financing side. Buyer fell out, so we're looking for a new buyer on that one. 165 23rd Avenue in St. Pete. Great property here. A couple of hot real estate listings from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Friends find out they're brothers in our Feel Good segment of the day.
Tell me something good.
2 Texas men have been friends for years and discovered that they're actually biological brothers after taking DNA tests. Growing up, Walt Gordy, 37, always wanted a sibling, as an only child, Mark Tolson, 36, felt the same. But little did both men know that their wish would come true in the form of each other. Last September, Gordy and Tolson found out they shared the same biological father after taking DNA tests through 23andMe. And since their discovery, Gordy and Tolson have traveled together, and their families have shared holidays together. I always wanted a sibling, Gordy said. With him, it was immediate love. So pretty cool.
Wow.
Pretty cool story there, right? Interesting. They look a lot alike, too. They looked a lot alike. They looked like that basketball player with the big beard, Harden.
I would love to know the story of what led them there.
Right.
Yeah, what led them to do a DNA test?
The backstory to that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you randomly tell your friend, hey, let's take a random...
Well, I guess they found out their dad. The dad came through, the names dropped through the mom or the stepdad or somebody. Somebody it came about, but yeah, pretty cool story.
They weren't lovers.
Yeah, there you go. Could have been a little bit, interesting there. All right, let's jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I majored in lightning.
All right, here we go. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Let's start with Paulina.
Yes. So I like to refer a lot of people, and somebody asked me if I know a certain kind of business, and I said, yes, I know a bunch. And she goes, well, I called a bunch, and just people don't answer their phone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, if you're going to go through the whole LLC process and file your taxes, answer your phone, girl.
There you go.
Or guy.
Answer the phone. Something as simple as that.
Yeah.
And there's really cool phone systems too. I use a phone system that if I can't engage that prospect right away, sometimes my listing appointments are 2 or 3 hours, depending on how deep we get into the comps and everything. So I've got a phone system that's really cool. It'll just automatically engage, try to get them, push them to a text, since a lot of people aren't open to texting nowadays, and it will send a reminder after 45 minutes. So it's a pretty cool phone system I utilize. Callaction.co is the name of that one, by the way.
Nice.
Cool.
Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom, Tiffany, Cora.
Have fun. Have a photo booth to come out, to bring everybody together. Have a theme. Themes are a fantastic way to break the ice for everything, and great across the board with food and props and everything.
I like what you said. When you think about it, if you have fun and if you're in a positive attitude, that same negotiation book I'm reading, it talks about you're 36% more, your brain has 36% more cognitive function when you're in a happy mood versus being angry. Think about it. Have you ever gotten angry at someone? You blow up, you get mad, your brain shuts down. You literally go into that survival mode, and you can only do a few cognitive things. I mean, you're literally in that mode. But when you smile, first of all, when you're smiling, you're happy, you're projecting that even if you're on the phone. I remember taking a phone sales class years ago when I worked at H&R Block Mortgage, throwing it back to the old school there. So the idea is that when you're in that positive state, you're gonna be that much more smart. You're gonna be attracting people to you more often. So yeah, try to keep that smile on your face. It really helps.
Yeah, I call it my smiling voice.
Smiling voice.
You can
there
actually
you go.
tell if somebody's smiling on the other line.
Absolutely, it's infectious, and then you're all jazzed up and ready to go too.
Well, you guys probably heard of the 7-38-55 rule, right? Remember that one back in the day? Sales? Anybody in sales?
How much far back in the day?
Okay, that's a good one. Now this one is it's a classic, but it's still true to the day. Like I remember when I first heard it, I think I was at a Tony Robbins event, and he says 7% of what you say is only the words. The words are only 7% of actually what you say, and this is when somebody's determining if they like you or don't like you, right? 38% of what you say is not what you say, but it's actually how you present that information, your tone that you use, right? And then the overwhelming majority, 55%, is your body language. How did you say it? What was your facial expression? And by the way, that's the way you catch a liar when you're negotiating, is you spot the inconsistencies with their words that they're saying and their body language. That's another way. And they also have one called the Pinocchio effect when it comes to negotiation, right? So remember Pinocchio?
Yeah.
Carlo, I forgot the guy's name, Carlo Perlaccio invented Pinocchio, right? So Pinocchio, what happened? His nose grew. Okay, so in the same way, a good liar, or a bad liar as it were, he's going to use a lot more extra words. He's going to be using a lot of extra words. He's going to be saying a lot more things, he or she. And those extra words are an effort to overcome in his mind. He knows that he's telling you a story. He's telling you a story. So the Pinocchio effect. So think about that next time you're talking to someone, they're telling these roundabout stories. You're like, wow, that's a lot of words to say this short little thing.
Interesting.
Think about it. The Pinocchio effect is called. And the Pinocchio effect, so when you do that, it's also... So it's the number of word count, but then also they're always going to refer to the other people. So if they're saying, oh, we, they, it's their decision, they're probably the decision maker because they're trying to deflect, right? They don't want to be put on the spot. And the same is true for, vice versa.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So there's some negotiation tips. I'm going to be talking about that at the Greater Tampa Realtor Association on the 20th. But I love sharing it. It's one of my things I love. Bringing in new information, sharing it out there. And who's better to learn from than the FBI, right?
Yeah,
true.
The FBI, Quantico. And where he got these strategies is from hostage negotiations, terrorists, blowing up terrorist plots, all kinds of cool ways, all those different bank robberies. You learn a lot from the FBI and how they've utilized that from, life and death situations. Pretty cool stuff.
So we get to meet the guy?
Well, no, I'm going to have him on the show. The gentleman, his name is Chris Voss. He wrote this book, Never Split the Difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but a lot of what I'm talking about and learning is based on his book. So I'm, of course, giving him full credit and everything. But I'd love to meet him. Yeah, he's a great guy.
That's awesome.
He has a consultant for hire business. I think he's based in Miami. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, tips and tricks for people when it comes to negotiation, and it's not just about price. That's the thing that people get so hung up on. Whenever you get caught in a haggle, let's do 60. I'll say 50. Oh, what about 55? Let's split the middle. He says that's never what you want to do. You want to pivot to terms. Well, what else? Let's move. Let's set price aside for now. What else would make this a great event for you? because then you never know. You have non-monetary items that may not, cost a lot to them, but it might, be a huge advantage for you. For example, if someone were to put you on the cover of their trade magazine, for example, hey, that, doesn't cost them as much. Yeah, they could sell that placement for someone else, but if they put me on the cover, hey, I might charge a lesser fee for this or that. So non-monetary items. And then there's a whole Ackerman model as well that it goes through when you look at price. But yeah.
I also like to look at my customers. When we're talking about catering, I like to just look right in their eyes and I get everything out of them.
That's right. Active listening. Active listening, though. That's important.
But I find that a lot of clients can appreciate spending more when they know they have to do less. And even our customers that love to cook and cook all the time, they're like, I get to spend time with my people, create those relationships, and they'll pay the extra.
It's about the value.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't mind paying if I know my value is there.
That's right.
It's that cost value. So it's just like, well, what am I getting for this price?
Yep.
And so I do that with our booth too. I'm always like, well, if we have cheaper packages that have less items to kind of just give you what you need to fit that tight budget.
Yep.
Or the prices on this one's a little bit more, but you get a lot more for your bang for your buck. So
Tiffany, Cora, Capturiam, your girl Paulina in the house. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, carry it with you, hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.